Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Thoughts. I am doing your weekly reading for the 13th through the 19th of August 2023. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Virgo out there, so do take what resonates for you and simply leave the rest for someone else. Also keep in mind the energies can reverse or flip-flop in a general reading. That's not unusual. As always, Virgo, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo, you are starting out with the Seven of Swords reversed. You have the Chariot and the Three of Pentacles. So Virgo, you're moving away from a situation here, or moving on from a situation, and rapidly, I might state. A situation that could have been deceptive. You found something out. There's something here that's not quite on the up and up. There could have been lying, cheating, stealing. I see you having forward movement and very successful, rapid forward movement. A lot of you are focusing on your work or your money right now. You could be under the guidance of someone. So you may be learning something. This could even indicate school for some of you. But I do see you building a foundation of some sort. And it's based upon education of some kind. So let's see who is in your energy. Some of you could be going away to school. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign. That would be a Virgo like yourself, or a Taurus or a Capricorn. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hierophant. All right, so this person that's in your energy does feel a very strong attachment to you. They are very focused on their money, but they're also focused on home, children if they have children, but a great amount of their attention is going towards their finances and money right now. They could be getting close to having a breakthrough in that area, but it hasn't quite happened yet. But they're very dedicated to their job, or they're dedicated to however they earn their money. This person may have also, there could have been a breakup between the two of you for some of you. That's not for everyone. For a lot of you, this person is showing themselves as being very loyal. But for some of you, there may have been a breakup here. And I do feel that there is a sense of there being a commitment, but there's something that they're blinded to with regard to that commitment. And that feels like the group that may have had a breakup. I don't feel like that's most of you, though. I am seeing, though, that this person has a very strong attachment to you. And they think about you frequently, Virgo. So let's see the energy between the two of you. Seven of Cups. Again, I'm seeing two timelines. For some of you, this person has, and you actually, have a very unconditional love towards each other. For others, though, on the other timeline, there is options here. Somebody is seeking out options, seeking out ways of this person could be seeking out ways of bringing the commitment. You could be looking at ways to move. You don't want to do it in a deceptive manner. Let's see what is affecting this connection. There's something that is moving very slow, though, between the two of you. Yeah, Ace of Swords. There'll be communication. I feel like this communication is discussing the different options that's available. I do see in the timeline where there has been a breakup, there will be communication. Let's see your outcome. Yeah, Page of Wands. It'll be good news. And it's actually a very playful energy, too. So regardless, there's good news coming. It really doesn't even depend upon the timeline. I see good news coming for both sides. And it's a playful energy. There is going to be some form of guidance from your ancestors as well. Now, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. All right, so that does tell me that there may be a lack of passion at certain times. I'm also seeing, for some of you, that ending that occurred. And there may be a little bit, I don't know why I'm feeling it, but there's a need to communicate. There's a definite need to communicate something here. All right, so let's clarify. Why is the Seven of Swords in reverse? Some of you may not trust this person very much right now. And I feel like, again, that's in the timeline where there has been a breakup. So it's very few of you, but for some of you, there's a sense of not trusting someone. Show me what. Thank you. Yeah, that Ten of Swords, a painful breakup. King of Wands, you could be dealing with a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and the Five of Wands. So there could be some conflict here with regard to these options. Now, for some of you, where there was a breakup, it was very painful for you, Virgo. I do see that you there was conflict that led to this, and you may even feel a little bit betrayed. You may have found something out that made you feel upset or hurt. For others of you, I just see that there was a conflict that led to, you know, something that was very painful, and it's ending. That's ending. I am seeing that you're taking action here with regard to this. Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? You may be conflicted about taking the action as well. Five of Pentacles and the Magician. Yeah, you're manifesting change. You're manifesting moving forward from things that this argument, or for some of you, a breakup. Others of you, it could be a loss of some sort. It could be a financial loss even. But you're manifesting moving on from it, moving away from that energy, moving into something much more successful. And I do see you doing that. It's going to be by your own hand. You're going to be one taking action to move forward in that. But you've manifested it. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? You're also manifesting communication. There's a sense of abandonment for some of you. You may have left someone out in the cold, or they may have left you out in the cold. King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're coming into your power. Whatever you're learning here is going to bring you into a position of power. It's also going to bring you a lot of money. You may be kind of keeping that to yourself right now. I do feel that you're waiting to hear about somebody committing, or you're waiting to tell someone that you want to make this commitment. And that commitment will bring you into that stable foundation. But you're waiting. You haven't yet said it, or you haven't heard what you're manifesting to hear. Let's see on their energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Now this is a true match for you, Virgo. It's a power couple actually, so it's a very good match for you. Knight of Swords reversed. And the Four of Wands reversed. Yeah, for those of you that's experienced an ending, you could have been living with this person, or you could have been married to this person. They right now are focused on their home, their family, their money in particular, and there's a lack of communication. For others, I'm seeing that there just was a very heated argument here. And there was a consideration of ending things. You could have had a fight and broken up and come back. You're coming back together. This is somebody who is very loyal, but they could be also struggling with commitment, but they don't want to tell you that. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, somebody walked away in this connection. Whether you walked away from a fight or whether you walked away from the connection. There was a sense of walking away. Now your person is seeing this as a missed opportunity here. That things could become missed. There's a sense of nostalgia here. They don't want to stay in the past, though. Your person wants to move away from the sense of a missed opportunity. So I do feel that this is somebody, if there's been a breakup, they want to come back together. They'll be coming back in your direction or hoping that you will. But for a lot of you, this feels like it was more of a very ugly fight or a difficult fight. There could be, though, that this person is struggling with commitment. Now, they will commit, but and they're not telling you this. They're kind of keeping this to themselves. This is somebody that is very loyal to you, but there's a sense of dragging their feet when it comes to leveling things up or making a final commitment. What's the Hierophant here? All right, we have the Six of Swords reversed and the Nine of Swords. They're kind of stuck in a bunch of worry, a bunch of anxiety. They think about this situation at night. So especially for those of you that this person is not really discussing their fear of commitment, they are going to commit, but it's a lot of anxiety getting there. For others of you, this person is feeling really stuck in some negative emotions, and they do want to bring this back together with you. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Why is the Seven of Cups here? Two of Cups. And the Eight of Wands reversed. Distance could be an issue. Distance could be an issue for you. This person may be having difficulty traveling. Again, they don't like to tell you that. They don't want to tell you about that. It could be a financial restraint. There's something that is blocking this person from telling you that they're struggling with the idea of this commitment. And I see that you want to get on the same page with this person. And you're going to take the steps necessary to do so. You're trying to figure out how to do that. And you may even feel like this person is blocking you from doing that, but that's not what they're doing. There's things that they just don't want to tell you about. If they're having financial trouble, they don't want to tell you about that. It's like, I don't know if I would say ego, but there's a sense of them just not wanting to admit something here to you. All right, we have the Star card and the Three of Cups in the reverse. All right, so this person is going to feel much more hopeful after this conversation. I do see a big conversation happening, and it's going to balance things out for this person that's in your energy here. They are very hopeful to having this new beginning with you. If you've broken up, or for some of you, there's going to be communication, and they're going to tell you that they want to heal things. For those of you that's had an argument here, they want to heal things, and they are hopeful that the two of you can do that. Because, see, they want to bring this back in. They're also hopeful about an increase in their finances in the future. That's why they're focusing so hard on those finances. Because they see you as the one. They do see you as the one. And in fact, the two of you are a power couple. However, on your side, you're kind of manifesting moving forward, but I see you kind of unhappy with this conversation. You manifested the conversation, but it didn't go exactly, or it won't go exactly the way you want it to, and you might feel a sense of rejection. I think, though, Virgo, you may be misinterpreting this person's actions, Because I'm not seeing that they are not committed to you. I'm seeing that they're struggling with leveling things up. And I'm seeing that they are actually very hopeful. So there's going to be a big conversation here that's going to affect the relationship. All right, so let's look at the Page of Wands. So your outcome looks really good. I see good news coming in. Show me the outcome at the end of the week. Show me the outcome at the end of the week. And I do see a playful energy here too by the end of the week. So this conversation is going to be, I feel like, a pretty important one, but it could get a little fiery. It could get a little heated at times. Oh, look at that, the Empress. Beautiful. So, yeah, the good news that's coming in is that this relationship is going to grow. It's going to prosper. It's going to be extremely beneficial in all ways. Financially, together as far as relationship. Now, I do see a little bit of waiting, though. This person is going to want to hold off. They're going to want to wait a little bit. And it's because they're stuck with another situation. It really does not have anything to do with them feeling rejecting of you. And I do think that some of you might be interpreting it in that way, but that's not the case. So this conversation, I think, is going to clear that up. I am seeing that with the Devil in reverse, there's an ending of some sort of toxic energy here. I do see commitment coming in. I see you speaking what it is that you've been holding back as well. And I do see, I think what was toxic here is these misunderstandings between the two of you. That's going to be replaced with a playful, kind of happy energy. And it's like the universe is blessing the two of you here. So it's a good outcome. It's a really good outcome. The bottom of the deck is the World. Yeah, so this toxic energy is ending. There's a cycle here that's going on, Virgo, whether it was a big argument or whether a disagreement. And of course, it depends upon each person's relationship. Everybody's going to be different. But I do think that there's some misunderstandings that are going to be cleared up. That cycle is closing out. And if the two of you did break up, I do see you coming back together because this is a really good connection. The King and Queen of Pentacles in the lower arcana is like the Emperor and the Empress. So, and you have the Empress in your outcome. So this is going to grow. What you're doing is clearing up these misunderstandings that are between the two of you. What's making you unhappy? I think you may be misinterpreting this person's intentions. They're struggling within themselves, and it's their own issues. It's nothing to do with you. And so you're kind of letting that go. You're releasing it. This person may need to wait because they're feeling stuck in this energy of worry and concern. But they are very committed to you. So let's and I feel like a lot of them, it could have to do with distance, finances. It doesn't appear to me that it is about you. But it feels like that to you, I believe. So let's, we've got one card. Let's see what it is. Oh, look at that. Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, a surprise invitation or meeting, and hesitation. This person's hesitating, but it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with issues outside of you and within them. All right, so Cupid's arrow is landing. It looks like it's going to come about through this conversation. So keep your chin up, Virgo. It looks like everything's going to turn out in a good way. Okay, you just need to have that conversation. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Virgo. If you are resonating with this, hit that like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would appreciate it if you do. Until I see you guys in your next weekly reading, namaste.